Hey, and welcome to another store check video. In today's video, I have a V2 with my boat sorter behind me. So, oh my word, it's so cool, I love it so much. So, let me first run over V1, because I never actually showed that in a YouTube video. So yeah, let me run over V1 and how this V2 is arguably a lot better. So, this is V1 of the boat sorter. It is observerless, but has the drawback of 1, 2, and 3 entities in this one build, and especially this armor stand is a massive problem, especially if you use packs like Structura or Holoprint a lot. This would show the entirety of whatever that build is, and my non-stackable sorter as a whole had 3 of them, so it would kill some low-end devices if you loaded that. Regardless, also just the fact that like this armor stand is such a pain to get into place, simply due to its like the way it has to hit both pressure plates. As you can see with the collision box here, it hits both. So just for the sake of it, I'll show you this running. The outputs are not going to be stored, but I'll see if I can catch some of them at least. I will run it again just to prove a point though. Let me run this again. There's only 27 boats, so it shouldn't be a massive problem. So you can see here that we separate chest boats, rafts, boats, and chest rafts. We do this by their seating position when they're put down, which is why we need the snowman, which is the only entity I can't think of how to remove, so he's staying. But on our V2 over here, you may notice where's the minecart there, and where's our armor stand. Well, I was doing a lot of testing to try and find a layout where I could have carts sitting on top of these pressure plates, and the one down here is just easy enough to remove. So my first idea was this, which if I just remove these and place them manually, that one would have to go first, and then this one, and then they sit back like this just so they can't be like pushed around. You can see here they can't be pushed by the snowman. However, this just didn't really work too well, because the collection for them is all the way back here, so that's like mildly annoying. You can see here as they go back, the collection for them's way back here. This is so slow to reset. It's still going, and there we go. So I decided to try a different approach, which is where this idea came in, where basically they start moving in water streams down to their positions. Now this one can be moved, but it can't be moved enough that it goes off the pressure plate, and it always gets put back anyway. And this one just straight up cannot be moved at all. Not enough anyway. There you go. It would never be moved that way because of the way this works. So the snow golem will always try and push it into the corner. When I pushed it out, that was unideal. But there you go. It will always be pushed into the corner. Again though, that just like wasn't ideal. And I tried everything to try and find a place that they can stand. So I eventually got to this design, which I will just release this. That cart didn't get placed because there wasn't enough in the buffer, but you can see both the carts are there, and our minecart is placed down here, and if I lock it again, they all get removed. Obviously the difference with this, I forgot to explain. I'll show it on this one since it's a little easier to see. But the difference with this is the collection is right under the cart, so it doesn't really have to move at all. Then I played around with trying to make this smaller, so I ended up with this prototype, which isn't even fully wired, before I realised that this entire layout at the top was just really overcomplicated. And I tried a lot of things. So I tried to balance the car in between the two of them, which, as you can see here, 3 snow layers won't do it, won't touch either of them. And the only smaller thing is a trapdoor, which I'll have to load that again. So the only block we have smaller is a trapdoor, and again that's open, that's kind of annoying. But either way, it would not hit both of these pressure plates, that's the point I'm trying to make. I then ended up with something like this, but I mean, while this works, the car can very easily be pushed on here. So that didn't really work. I also tried to get both of these pressure plates onto the same Y level. That didn't work. I tried things over here with water. Again, nothing really here works. Until I decided to put just the carts on the corners here. And despite what my brain tells me, apparently these cars don't get knocked. So that just works. And that's how we ended up with our lovely V2 over here. It uses curved rails and a lava to remove the carts. So if I just place them really quick, you can see that they are all in their locations. And our ejector cart has been put down here. The only issue with this version is the observer count is kind of high, but judging by the fact that there's, like, running, this is probably more laggy, yes. But in idle, this is less laggy, I would want to imagine. I haven't fully tested it, but I think it is. And this is fully hop lockable, of course. So if I load this, you can see down here all of our carts. Sorry, not carts, boats. I really hope I have not been calling these carts. Oh well. Yeah, these are all the boats, which I think is kind of cool. The outputs are like slightly odd because this is like the front of it, if you were. So you have your chest rafts, boats, rafts, and chest rafts. But yeah, you can mess around with the order of those if you really wanted to. But like, I don't know how to explain how happy I am that this just works. And again, removing them, the lava gets placed and this gate here opens. The snowman now has to stand on a honey block, which is less ideal, just so he can't jump up here. And it's obviously item proof, which I will just very quickly show. So I will just remove that. I'm not going to load anymore. Let's say I was to drop some... Oh no, I dropped some clocks into this. They all just get spat out here. And this is bufferless too. Some of the droppers down here for the non-sorted, so like this dropper, and this dropper, they can sometimes have buffers at the end of a sorting cycle, but the non-boats don't. And that is all I have for you today. I just wanted to show this boat sorter because I actually think it's really cool. Like, one entity at idle is wild. Either way, you can download this in my Discord server probably like half an hour or so from when this video goes live. And I guess I'll just see you next time. Bye bye.